ungishadele ini. He did not marry me for love. Yabona? Amaqiniso ayavela. Senilahlelwa amaqiniso manje. Ukuthi actually bengashadwanga because ngiyathandwa. So my manati sometimes athi kunenkinga and shorter maybe 3,000 or what. Uyazi ukuthi he's busy supporting iphupho lika main woman wakhe. So I've been a side chick all along, side chick on a marriage certificate. All this while enshada ekwenza konke unomuntu wakhe. Umuntu wakhe who actually understands ukuthi kune idiot endim eshadwayo. Ndiyashada, I'm making all those sacrifices and compromises and I'm just being used. Bona bane understanding, bane agreement bethu. Ukuthi after 2-3 years, masendi gqibile with my studies and everything, we will get rid of this fool. So supporter even nomuntu wakhe amthandayo. Uyangishada, exchange my vows with me, knowing very well that une soulmate yakhe. And throughout le minyaka esishadile, I've been like pushing, trying ukuthi sihlale ndaweni eyi-one, like a husband and wife. But he always came up with all these excuses. Ngize ngicomplaine kubo banganginaki, you understand? Bangixelela ukuthi ndimenza mosha umshado wami ngalento yami ukuthi ngifuna indoda ibe la, yabo ngathi nesikhwele in. But mina, I have my own understanding komshado. Ibhaliwe na ku-Corinthians, indoda nomfazi kumele ukuthi sihlale ndawoni eyi-one.
A man shall leave his father's house.
Yes, but now akafuni ukuhlala nami.
Anti wena ufayile divorce. Ufayilela intando. Uyifayilela ipension yakhe.
No. Awuze yenzeke leyo nto because ndabaxelela maloyo ukuthi mawabhale ukuthi le into ayisoze andizingeni.
Miyiselani enyangeni?
Hey leyo iyanichaza. Ngoba mandiyibeke ngolhlobo.
But uyayibona mhlambe in future ilungisa izinto
never.
Kanje?
Never. If ngalungisa izinto naye, it's either ngiyaqhubeka ndiyabanjwa or ndiyafa.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds and the others? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Linda Kyle and this is The Vault. Anyway, you guys, let's jump straight into this video. Alrighty then, you guys, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do enjoy my videos, please do click on that thank you button, right? Anyway, you guys, in this video we're going to be talking about the wife that was married to a man that was actually the side chick and didn't realize it until the very end, right? Now this story is about Untando, right? She met a guy on Mixit. Mixit was a social app that existed way back when. Right? Her and this guy were chatting it up. I think they moved it to Facebook. They were quite acquainted. Years go by, she moves around. She finally moves to a town that is close to his. And then they get reacquainted. Right? They hook up and she's a very spiritual person. She went to a church. When she moved closer to where he stays, and she didn't move there because of him, she was moving there because she wanted to move there, right? But when she found out that he's actually very close to where she is, they decided to hook up and play dating. The dating situation was very nice. Now, she was part of a church, and she was very active in that church. So the church elders and people in the church were like, you know what, whether you like a this type of person, everything is perfect with you. We love you. We absolutely adore you. But the only thing that's amiss is the fact that you're not married. The seed has been planted. For you to be accepted and be part of this congregation and be respected even more, you gotta be married. Be careful of the ways and the things that you are, situations that you are being indoctrinated to. You know what, not everybody's going to get married. God already knows your destiny. God already knows you're gonna do what and said. You're gonna have kids out of wedlock. You're gonna do a lot of grimy things. He already knows that, and this is the reason why it is important for you to get baptized later on in life, for you to wash away the sins that you have committed and be reborn as a born-again Christian. Because if you baptize a child as a baby, what sins does that child have? They have no sins. They are pure. God gives us an opportunity to do a lot of things. Repent, and then you get baptized. You are brand new in that sense. It doesn't make sense for you to baptize your babies at the beginning because you think that you're going to vigorize them from life and all its griminess, because they're going to commit a lot of sins. They're going to do a lot of things during their childhood, during their teen years, during their adulthood. Once you get to that point, God wants you to experience life. That's why you're here. It's a gift to be here. Once you've experienced all these things, He knows that you will find your way back to Him if you are strong enough. He knows that Satan is going to tempt you. When you are born and you're a child and you're a baby, and you literally know nothing, you haven't sinned. And even if you have sinned as a child, you're sinning because of the indoctrination that you are under. It is still possible for you to be forgiven. Even as an adult, it is possible for you to be forgiven. That's why you must get baptized. Later on, once you have done all the foolishness and the fuckery, it only makes sense. Right? So then with this guy, first were on social media chatting it up, then they finally hooked up when she moved closer to where he was. It was a lovely situation, you know. He promised her the moon and the stars above. The only thing was that he didn't have the money to provide the moon and the stars above. She was financially stable. And as the relationship progressed, and she got that pressure from her church to say, well, if you're going to be this momfundi type of person, you have to be married. That's the only thing that's missing in your life. I believe that she concocted it and she made it a point that she was going to marry this man, even though this man could not provide for her. I always tell you guys, men are providers. They are the hunters, we are the gatherers. They get the meat, we get the fruit. I'm hungry, I want a lion. They're thirsty, I'm going to squeeze them fruits. I'm going to crush them fruits for you. You're going to drink that juice. Everybody has a role to play. There's a balance to be maintained. Now, because this lady, Untando, was higher ranking, had more money than him, had a higher position, she had everything going for her, and she was young. She could provide for this guy. And that's exactly what she did, to the point where, when it was time to get married, she lobola'd herself. I hate that thing. I hate that thing of women proposing to men, one. Two, I hate when women pay for their own lobola. That is ridiculous. And I'm sorry to say, but also I'm not sorry. You're an idiot if you do that. Because you love this man so much. If a man loves you, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with you, he will move heaven and earth to get that lobola money, to pay for your lobola, your dowry. Even if it takes 10 years, he's going to make it known to you. He'll propose to you. He'll make it known to you that these are my intentions. I don't have money right now, but I'm going to lobola you. I'm going to pay that dowry to your family. A man that truly loves you and wants to be with you and take care of you will never agree to you paying for your own dowry. Now, because she was financially stable and he wasn't, but they both said that they want to marry each other, she decided, oh, well, since I have the money, let me pay for it. And then you'll pay me back. There's no fucking rubbish like that. Aiko. Never. A man's man, the one that is going to go out there and get you the lion, will say to you, yes, it's been years and years, but I'm going to pay for that money. I'm going to grind my ass off until I can pay that dowry because you are worth it type of situation. He will never agree to you just because you have it. Oh, baby, I'll pay you back. A man's man, a real man, will never agree to that nonsense. That's a weak man. That's a man that doesn't value you. Because a man will give his lust, he'll give his blood, he will give his cells to be with you if he really truly loves you. And you know, when men meet women are easily taken. I will marry this man, I love him. When a man meets the one, he knows. And even if he's in another relationship with another person, if another person is the one who is still searching, he will search until he finds the one. He will. He knows. Right? So she paid her own dowry. They lived life like a happy couple. But he actually wasn't living in her home. He was living elsewhere. She only got to see him, she said, once or twice a month. And even though she was like, oh, this is weird, because it's in the Bible that a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. A man should leave his father's house and be with his wife and go create his own. Even though she knew that, she just brushed it off for years. Sometimes she would even go and complain to that guy's family and say, but what's going on? Why is he not living with me? Gandhi, this guy was using her. But he had a rechte, a number one. The other woman that he actually really wanted to marry. The woman that he would bleed, sweat, and do anything for to be with. This one, she was so in love with him that she was willing to pay for her own lobola. She was willing to do anything because she was desperate. That is a clear case of desperation. Absolutely. So when the opportunity came for him, he decided, oh, I'll take this opportunity. Without her knowing that there was another lady. The family of this guy accepted her. They played along, basically. Even though they knew that he had someone else that he loved. She fell for it because she was so in love with this guy and he was so hot, hotter than her. Even the family used to tell her that he's hotter than you when she used to go complain to them. And they say, what do you expect? Look at yourself. He ain't all of that. Now I've seen these two characters. He's not all of that compared to her. She's a dime piece. She's a dazzling diamond, but her brain was not dazzling. Even though she had a good job, good paying job, smart girl, her brain wasn't functioning because you can't have it all in life. You might have book smarts, but you're empty when it comes to street smarts. And I feel like that's what's her. If you have street smarts, you're going to know how to navigate men. Even if you haven't been in 10,000 relationships, you will know how to navigate men. Basically, how to survive. You will never pay for your own dowry. You will never pay for your own lobola. Because you will know in your heart of hearts that this person, this one, he fussed me for a boost. Any man that will ever agree to you doing that type of thing, he doesn't love you. There's no payback of nothing because once we are married, we are one, everything is ours. When are you going to pay me back and for what reason? That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. You're lying. You're lying. That man is not going to pay you back. No one's paying you back. You're desperate. You are desperate. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that, bro? Pay for your own lobola. Why would you do that, bro? Ask a man, get on your knee and ask a man to marry you. Baby, I was timbang. You have no faith in yourself. You're desperate. That's a problem. Right? So as the relationship progresses and she's brushing a lot of things under the carpet, like him not living with her. As a matter of fact, at the place, the shack that he was living at, she went to go and refurnish it, make it all nice, because she wanted to feel comfortable in that environment. She was nice. She was used to nice and bougie things, nice things that like we all are as girls. We like little trinkets, flowers, plants, all these nice little sparkly things to make a home a home. But she lived in that life for a while. Would complain to the family, why is he not living with me? But they would be like, oh, he's a man, man. Da, 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 da. You can't complain, you're so strong. You're so strong because your pockets are so strong. Time goes by. He gets abusive. He beats her up, he's cheating, she finds out. Until one day, he sparks up an argument for no reason. And she's like, well, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? And then he leaves. He's like, I'm going to go get some fresh air. The fresh air took weeks. Like those guys that go to buy milk and never come back home. That was him. On that weekend, she went to go open a case for a missing person. She contacted all her friends. Da, 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 da. Somebody from the church then messaged her and said, you are looking for your man, but come and check this link out. And she watched in horror. Her man was in bed with another woman. Sexual pictures. Clearly they were having fun. When she calls the man to say, what is going on? He wasn't answering his phone all this time when he had left, saying that I'm going to go get some air. Now he answers. He puts her on loudspeaker with the other lady. And they like, we've been together. This lady is actually this guy's baby mama. She's always been there. And this girl says that she made nice with the baby mama, obviously the family as well, but multiple other baby mamas. And this baby mama to her was the favorite because she was so sweet and so kind. Kind behind her back, this guy and the baby mama are still together. And then the baby mama, she's number one. Apparently, allegedly, this guy and the baby mama had come to an agreement, plus the family as well, that I am going to get as much as I can get from this lady until I'll get rid of her after 2 or 3 years. So everybody was playing along because they wanted to milk her and get her money because she was so desperate. She was desperate. She used to do a lot financially for the family of this guy, and unknowing she was actually providing for the baby mama, or rather baby mamas, because she was taking care of the kids that he had. Kanti, this guy is sending the money to the one that he really loves. If a man, once again, is ever okay with you paying your own dowry and things of this nature, or cultural things, he doesn't love you. If a man can take money from you time and time again, I promise you he doesn't love you. A man wants to give you money, and if he doesn't have money to give you, he's going to feel very embarrassed, but he's going to move heaven and hell to get you that thing that you want, the money that you want, the security that you want, the home that you want. He's going to do everything to impress you. Even after years of being together, he will do any and everything to impress you because you are the one that he wants to be with. But when you start dipping into your pocket to provide for this man, it becomes a problem. And let me tell you something about men. That you ladies, some of you ladies are trying to hold on because you're desperate. And it's tembi. And you don't have faith in God. At this point, you don't even know God. You don't know the fact that God has somebody prepared for you out there. You're wasting your time with a demon that is milking you dry for no reason because you're desperate. I was tembang. Whether you consider yourself beautiful or ugly, have you seen how many ugly ladies are married and in happy marriages and their husbands love them? They don't even cheat on them, and you think, oh, that lady's ugly, how did she get this man? Because you see that you're crazy, you're fucking crazy. Man is going to be with who he wants to be with. He's going to take care of who he wants to take care of. He would rather die before you are without. Men should take care of women, period. Not the other way around. It doesn't make sense. It will never make sense. I'm not talking about them hold'em ships, these thoughts and these hoes that are trying to get with men because, oh, they have money. I'm talking about real relationships. Men are providers. Whether we were bartering, let's say we were in the time where we barter, he will still provide. It doesn't matter. But once you start being the provider as a woman, you in your masculine energy, you demasculate that man. I mean, emasculate. Is it D or E? Doesn't matter. D, E, F, and alphabets. That man. And you start paying. You start paying for everything. You start doing things for him. You're buying him toiletries. No. And never be ashamed as a woman when your man buys you toiletries or buys you this. You should do that because he loves you. Not because it is written in stone or because he's obligated. Not because, oh my gosh, he's obligated. He does it because he wants you to be comfortable. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to be secure. He wants you to call him every day. Every day. And say, I need this. He wants to do that for you. That's what men want to do. They want to be needed. You have to let a man be a man. You can't be a woman and be a man. And you cannot be ashamed of the things that he does for you. Because in their DNA, this is how men are programmed to be. To take care of a woman. We have our role of how we take care of men and the family and everything. But a man is a provider. He wants to give you the moon and the stars above. Even if he's trying and he's hustling, he's going to try. Even if you want to go to Brown's for dinner, but he can only afford Steers, it means something for him to take you to Steers. It does. He knows that he will get there. He's going to work so hard. Because if men don't work as hard as they do, then what is their purpose really? Because women can do anything that a man can do. But men need us women so that they can be men. Do you understand? It's okay for you to be a fragile little wounded bird, not know the directions when you're with your man. Let your man take control. Let him take the lead. He's a man. He should protect you, keep you safe, keep you comfortable. It gives men pride. And also as a woman, it's nice to just relax. Because we do a lot. Let's face it, we really do a lot. This lady started putting on the pants in the relationship until things got hot and bothered and busy. When you are the woman that tries to, or that lives in your masculine energy, and you try to be the man and the provider and everything in the relationship, the man that you are with ends up resenting you. They hate you because they don't feel man enough. Even though they can take, that man doesn't truly love you. He can never truly love you. It's like you're his mommy. But a man wants to be a man. Even the little squeamish, wormish men, they want to be men. They want to pump their chest out and say, yeah, I did that for my girl. I hooked her up. I can take care of mine. When you walk out of the house, you represent your family. You represent your man. That's why if your woman is looking grimy and shady, people already know what your pockets look like, or they know what's happening at home. If your woman is a dazzling diamond, then they know that you're actually taking care of your woman. And that also includes the kids. That's what it is. If you are taking care of a man, he's going to hate you. He's going to resent you. And if he's at the bottom and then he rises, when he gets to the top, these are the type of men that will leave you for a young little thing, a ditzy blonde. They will leave you because that ditzy blonde is going to make him feel like a man. You make him feel like a small boy because you're so thick and powerful and strong. I'm not saying don't be thick and powerful and strong. I'm saying let a man be a man. You can't always be bailing your man out. You need to, if need be, and you need to step in and help him out. But you need to let him sweat. It's painful sometimes, yes. But that's how men are built. That's what they're made for. As much as it is not, you go through your own trials and tribulations. A man will never understand the pain that a woman goes through when they give birth to a baby. Just like he will never understand what a man goes through. And financially he's not coping. You'll never understand. It's painful for them as well, but it was painful for you too. We all have our roles to play in this world, in this life. And a man that you provide for and you cuddle and you treat that man like he's your little baby and you're his mommy is going to hate you. That happened with this lady. He married her, marriage certificate and all. But whatever money he was getting from her, he was sending to the woman that he really loves. And they actually had an agreement. We're going to use this idiot because she's so desperate for marriage. To the point where after she saw the pictures on Facebook of them naked in bed, they said she's not going, the other lady is not going anywhere. And for you, because now the whole world is talking, people on social media are talking, you have to comment underneath these pictures and say welcome. And you know what she did? The wife, the provider, she typed there, welcome to the family, my queen. Woo! She did that shit. If you are financially secure as a woman, you can find a financially secure man if that's your thing. Money can upgrade you. If you're ugly, you can go do this, do that, fix that if you want to. If that's your thing, it will never be my thing. If you feel that you're so ugly. But to stay with a man that is going to tell you, I've been seeing my baby mama for 10,000 years. She's not going. And then go to Facebook and say, welcome to the family, my queen. And then you do it. You're desperate. He already knows that you were desperate from the point when you pay for your own lobola. You don't have faith in yourself that a man can love you enough to go and hustle and flow to get that money to pay for your dowry. Also, that guy, and he's going to hate you because you are taking his manhood away from him, paying for everything. Are you mad? It could never be me. I know this for a fact. There are so many situations where people can come out and say, you can't say it would never be you. You can be bamboozled. I would never be bamboozled. Not like that. Not like that. Even my man knows. I'm a woman. I'm a mother. I have my role. I'm going to play that role. And if you ever think that we're going to switch roles, I don't have to be with you. You don't have to. As much as I love you, I don't have to be with you. You don't have to be with me if you don't want to be a man. You want to go 50-50. We're never going to go 50-50. You have to be a man. And I like it that way. It's sexy. Let's face it, it's sexy when a man is taking charge and he's a man's man. How nice. But it's not nice when a woman is playing a man's role. What do you mean? It's nice to be soft and girly and a girl. Even though I am a tomboy, but I'm a girl. You understand what I mean? Now they are going back and forth on the internet and he's saying to people that marriage was a sham. She married herself. He knew what he was doing, obviously. And any woman that is going to say, I'll pay for it, Lala, and then you give me the money. Well, that's what they think of you. You married yourself. You have no respect for yourself, your family, nothing. Because you will pay for dowry for yourself. Nobody has to know, but he knows. He knows. And then he's going to start beating you up. I got money for shit. Because he knows either way, if you would go to that extreme of paying for your own dowry, you'll do anything to keep that man. Because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself to find another. You think that that's the only man on earth. You're crazy. And you're desperate. Right? Go and check out this Ntando interview. It's in Vernac though. I hope I did justice to explaining how it is. But I've spoken about this before, and I've spoken about how aggravating it is for me to see women that get down on their knees or do the most in their relationships. These days, obviously, it's not hunter-gatherer days. It's more financial. What can you buy? What can you do? Pay for the rent, pay for the school fees, pay for this, that, and the other. Or if anything, pay majority of what you guys, of your expenses in the household. As a man, that gives you pride to say, I can take care of my people. I can take care of these kids, my sperm, my seed. But once you start depending on your woman to do all of that, then there's a problem. Helping out as a woman, or helping out, giving a portion of what you make, that's okay. That's fine. That's great. Because siyabambisana. But to be the majority giver, take care of, is a problem. Your man is okunyata and he's going to hate you. Like how this lady's ex-husband hates her. He hates her. He always has. And whatever money he was getting from her, he was giving it to another lady to enjoy, the one that he actually really loves. And then now he's going on to podcasts saying, but she married herself. That was her marriage, not mine. Because a man they don't really care. We're going to get divorced, so what? You care as a woman. He saw right through how desperate she was to be married because it meant something. I hear that the church put pressure on her. Why do you let other people? Did God put pressure on you? Because I don't think God did that. God doesn't do that. God is going to let your life play out the way that it should. He already knows what is going to happen. You are given free will by God. God is not stupid. God is not slow. He gives you choices and options, and then he gives you signs within whatever situation you are going through for you to get yourself out, to see the truth, but you are given free will. That's how fair God is. That's how much God loves you. But also in this woman's situation, God allows it. He allows everything. That's how kind God is. Now she can testify. And hopefully there are women watching this story that will not repeat the same mistake. You can't repeat the same mistake. The flat line of the situation, where it ends, the be-all of the situation is, a man must take care of his woman. Never pay for your own lobola, your own dowry. You will end up like this lady. And most ladies that have done this thing have ended up like this lady. Maybe not the very same situation, but it plays out and plays out and plays out. And then we have people now to give their testimony. You have to listen. If somebody, you cannot, I can never give advice about anything that I haven't experienced. Everything that I've spoken about, everything that I've spoken about on this channel, I've experienced. And that's the reason why I can talk about it. It's my testimony. You don't even know how deep it goes. Do you understand? And that's life. And that's how God operates. He will allow. There are certain things he will stop dead as they begin. But there are certain things that he will allow so that others can learn from that person's mistakes. And then you must listen to the testimony and you must do better. Because they know you can never speak of something that you don't know. Do you understand what I mean? Just so I know. You are pathetic. You are. That's the only word we can use when you do these type of things. We feel sorry for you. Yes, of course. But we feel sorry for you. You're pathetic. Don't be pathetic. I mean, we've heard too many of these stories happening. Don't be bamboozled. I told you guys, you can't love a man more than he loves you. The man must love you more. And if he's cheating or he says, I want to leave, let him go. Let him go be somebody else's problem. Just mean you're going to be fine. As hard as it seems in the moment, you're actually going to be fine. That wasn't your man. He was just part of your life to teach you something, show you something. He can go. He actually can go. Why do women get so desperate? Is it the D? Oh, the D is so good. Oh, come on, man. You're gonna find good D. Now, you're not supposed to be sleeping before marriage. You see why they say don't sleep before marriage? Because now these kind of things start to confuse you. You're so in love with him because of the D, but he's fucking you up physically and mentally. How can you love someone that hurts you? You understand what I mean? It's bad, and it's embarrassing for this lady. You can tell that she's still so embarrassed. And I don't know, would she ever take him back? She just gives me those vibes that if he was to say, oh, then she'd be like, oh, I hope not. I really hope not. Hope she learned. Woman, stop trying to be too strong and masculine. Yes, we are very strong. The whole world already knows this. We don't have to prove a point. But let a man be a man and take care of the things that a man should take care of. Let him do it. Wherever you can step into to help out if need be, then do it. Because you're not a monster. You can. And don't be a bum. Don't have nothing going for you. Have something going for you. But a man must take care of home. That's it. Point blank period. And it makes him happy. Even if he can say to you he's so stressed, it makes him happy because he's a man. Without doing all of that, he's not a man. Then, Then you know. Type of situation. Anyway, I do wish everybody involved the best of luck, especially for the lady. I hope that she can find her self-esteem, the esteem of herself, and not put herself in this type of situation again. And that goes out to everybody else. Don't do that to yourselves. Be a strong bad bitch. Be a strong good bitch. That type of situation. Right? And also, don't be a flimsy little thing where you have nothing going for you. Build your name. When there's tunes in our, but let your man be a man. Right? Anyway, if you guys haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys haven't already, please do click on that thank you button. Baby, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Take care of yourselves, ladies, and be smart. Allowing a man to take care of you doesn't make you a gold digger. If you are not a gold digger and you are primarily there for monetary gain or things, it doesn't make you a gold digger. Just be a woman, be a lady. Have your own things. Go to school. Work for yourself. Have something to fall back on if shit hits the fan, right? But let a man be a man. And if you feel like you are up here and way beyond, get a man that's even higher than you. So he can balance. So that you don't nyatarize that man. And he doesn't end up hating you for doing more that he cannot do. They will resent you. They will resent you. And yet. Alright guys. See you in the next one. Bye.